everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter decimals, and the lessons we are going to cover today are convert between convert decimals between standard and expanded form, equivalent decimals, round decimals, compare decimals on number line, right? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So let's just start with the lesson. Here I'm on grade 5 math. The chapter we're working on is decimals. Let's just start with the first one, that is convert decimals between standard and expanded form. Okay, the first one is find the standard form of 7 times 1 plus 3 times 0.1 and plus 8 times 0.01, right? So you can put them on their decimal places, right? The one here on is, you can, that's very, okay. Look at this expression, 7 times 1 plus 3 times 0.1 and 8 times 0.01. Basically, the 1, 0.1 and 0.01, they tells you the place of these digits, right? Where you have to put these digits, and number tells the first one is the digit you have to place on the place value given on the other number, right? 7 times 1 is 1 means 7 is at the ones place. Hold on, let me just write the question on the board, then I'll make up place value chart over here and then I'll explain. 7 times 1 plus 3 times 0.1 plus I think 8 times 0.01. Okay, basically this one, 7 times 1 tells you the 7 is at the ones place, right? Okay, so here you have 7. Then 7 times 0.1 tells you that is the very first digit right after the decimal point, so that would be 3, right? And then 8 times 0.01 tells you that is the hundredth digit, or that is the second, that is the digit that must be on the second place value right after the decimal. So here is the decimal, this is the first place value, and this is the second place value. Here you have 8. So the digit they make is 7.38. Got it? So that is the digit you have to place over this place value. Got it? If you have any question, you can please ask, I'll explain. Okay, let's just start with the test questions, and that would be more easy. Okay, find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1, 6 times 0.1 and 2 times 0.01. Let me just write it down on the board. So that is 1 times 1 plus 6 times 0.1 and plus 2 times 0.01, right? So the first digit is the one that you have to place over this place value, right? 1 times 1 means that is the digit you have to place at the ones place. Then 6 times 0.1. 0.1 tells you that is the first digit right after the decimal. So that is at the tenths place, right? 6 it is. Then you have 0.01 0.01 is that means you have to place the digit at the second decimal place. That is the hundredths place, and you have to keep here too. That the digit they make is 1.62. Got it? So the correct option is 1. But this is the expanded form. This form is the expanded form of writing decimals, and this is the standard form. Got it? You can write from this form to this form and from this form to this form. Got it? Okay, the next one is, for this one the correct option is 1.62, that is option number 3. Okay, the next one is, find the standard form of 8 times 0.1 plus 7 times 0.01, which is the correct option. That is 8 times 0.1 plus 7 times 0.01, right? So 8 times 0.1 means that is the very first digit after the decimal point, right? So that would be, you don't have any digit at the ones place. That means that is 0. So that is the first decimal after the decimal point. So that is the digit that is at the 10th position. Here you have 8. You have 7.0.01. That means that is the digit you need to place on the second place value, that is hundreds, right? So here you have 7. So the digit they make is 0.87. Got it, everyone? That is 0.87. Got it? Option number last one is the correct option. Got it? The next one is, find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1 plus 9 times 0.1 plus 1 times 0.01, which is the correct option. Who is going to answer the question? Which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? The correct option is, very good, that is 1.91. Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is, find the standard decimal form of 6 times 0.1 plus 4 times 0.01, which is the correct option. The correct option is 0.64, not 604. How 604? This 0.01 means that is the second digit. So first digit is 6 and the second digit is 4. That's 0.64. The correct option is 0.64, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Yes. Okay. The next one is, find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1 plus 9 times 0.1, which is the correct option. which is the correct option? 1 times 1. Yes, that is 1.9. Option number 3 is the correct option. Seven times 0.1 plus 7 times 0.01, which is the correct option? Yes, that is 0.77. Very good. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, right? And the next lesson is the next lesson is okay, let me okay, the next lesson is equivalent decimals, right? Let's just start with the example. Which decimal is equivalent to 1.40? So 1.4 is a decimal number, right? So the zero after the decimal point, like you have no digit after the zero. If before digit you have, if before zero you have a digit, it's okay. Like here you have 1.40, right? Zero is the last digit. Hold on. 1.40, right? Zero is the last digit, right? Either you can write zero or you don't write, that is exactly same. Or either you can add whatever number of zeros, that is exactly same, right? Because right after the decimal point, if zero is the last digit, that means zero is doesn't have any important. If you write or you do not write, that is exactly same. So 1.40 is equivalent to 1.4 also, and 1.40000, whatever number of zeros you can add, they are equivalent. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Yes, hi. Okay, are 33.80 or 33.8 thousand equivalent decimals? Yes or no? 33.80 and 33.8000. Yes, they are equivalent, right? Because 0 is the last digit after the decimal point, right? So you can add 1 0 or you can add 4050. So any number of zeros you can add. They are exactly equivalent. Or even you can write without 0, 33.8. They all are exactly equivalent. Got it? The correct option is yes. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Which decimal is equivalent to 0.6000? Which is the correct option? You are given four of the options. So which option is the correct one? Which decimal is equivalent to? Yes, that is 0.60 because the rest of the numbers are 0, right? So that is 0.60. Very good. Which number is equivalent to 11.610? Which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? 11.610 is equivalent to option number 1 is the correct option, that is 11.6100. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Which decimal is equivalent to 4.882? Which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, that is 4.8820. Digit must be same, just the number of zeros at the end. Maybe you can add 10, you can add whatever number of zeros, right? The digits and the placement of the decimal point must be the same, right? No, not 2080. How you add 0? Digits are same, 4.882. The last one is the correct option, 4.8820. The digits and the placement of the decimal value must be same. You can just add number of zeros you can add. Got it? The last one is the correct option. Are 31.2 and 32.600 equivalent decimals? Which is the correct option? Yes or no? The correct option is no, they are not equivalent, right? Even if the numbers are equivalent, they both have the digits exactly same. Just the number of zeros at the end is different, right? So the correct option is no, they are not equivalent. The next one is are 14.600 and 14.0 equivalent decimals? Yes or no? The correct option is no, they are not equivalent. The correct option is no. Which decimal is equivalent to 1.40? Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number. Yes, that is option number one. Option number one is the correct option. Got it? Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is okay. Also, we are done with the lesson. The next lesson is round decimals. Let's just see how do we round decimals, right? Okay, what is 5.967 rounded to the nearest hundredth, right? 5.967. Okay, 5.967. Just understand the question first. What is 5.967 rounded to the nearest hundredth, right? That means you need to round off the number that is at the hundredth position, right? So, which digit is at the hundredth position? Who is going to answer? Which digit is at the hundredth position? 5 is at the ones, 9 is at the tenth, 6 is at the hundredth, and 7 is at the thousandth, right? Hold on. Okay. So 6 is at the hundredth position, right? You are given in the question, you need to round off the number that is at the hundredth position, right? So just look at the right hand side of the hundredth, right? You have on the left right hand side of the hundredth, you have 7. You need to compare this digit to the 5. So 7 is greater than 5, less than 5. Can you guys please stop talking? 7 is greater than 5, right? If the number is greater than 5, you need to round up. Round up means you need to add 1 to the digit that you are given to round off. So you need to add 1 to 6. So 9 plus 6 plus 1 is 7. So that is 5.97. The correct option is 5.97. Stop everyone. I said stop talking, stop chatting. I'm going to block you all. That is 5.97. You guys have to answer the first question. I'm not going to explain again. When I'm explaining, you keep talking. Then you can say you didn't get the questions. You are here to learn, so focus on the learning. What is 3.151 rounded to the nearest tenth? Which is the correct option? You have to round off to the nearest tenth. Which digit is at the tenth position? No one is answering the question I am asking. You guys are just here for chatting. Which digit is at the 10th position? 1 is at the 10th position. This is at the, so the right next digit is 5. 5 you have to compare, 5 is equal to 5, right? You need to round down, right? That would be 3.1. Round down mean you need to round off on the same digit. That would be 3.1. The correct option is 3.1. Yes, 3.2 it is. Sorry. When the digit is equal to 5 and greater than 5, right? If the next digit is equal to 5 or greater than 5, you have to round up. Round up means you need to add 1 to the digit. You have to round off. That would be 3.2. The correct option is 3.2, not 3.1. The correct option is 3.2. Got it? That is 3.2. Option 1 is the correct option. The next one is, what is 5.967 rounded to the nearest hundredth? 5.967. You have to round to the nearest hundredth, right? This is a digit that is at the ones position. This is the one that is at the 10th. And this is the one that is at the hundredth, right? So on the other side, you have 7. You need to compare this digit to 5, right? 7 is greater than 5, right? That means you need to round up. Round up means you need to add 1 to the 100th digit. It would be rounded off to 5.97. Excuse me. Yes, it is rounded off to 5.97. The next one is, what is 1.21 rounded to the nearest tenth? So, which is the correct option? No, for what? For what question you're asking, yes or no? Yes, 1.21 is rounded off to 1.2. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is 4.5 rounded to the nearest whole number? So, which is the correct option? 4.5 is rounded to which whole number? Yes, 4.5 is rounded off to 5. How? Because you have 4.5. You have to round to the whole number. So you have to see the very first decimal right after the decimal point. That is 5. And you have to compare it to 5. So 5 is equal to 5. Whenever they are equal, you need to round up. So it would be rounded to 5. Got it? Correct option is 5. The next one is, what is 7.9484 rounded to nearest hundredth? Which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 7.95, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is compare decimal numbers. Let's just start with the next lesson. Now we have to compare the decimals, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, which decimal is greater than the one shown in the diagram, right? First, you have to see what number is shown in the diagram, right? Yeah, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 portions, right? And out of 10, 8 are colored. So that means the diagram represents 0.8. Got it? So which number is greater than 0.8? You are given four options. Which one is greater than? Can you guys please stop talking? I said that is 0.8. So which number is greater than 0.8? That is 0.83. The correct option is 0.83. Which decimal is less than the one shown in the figure? Shown in the decimal. Okay. This one is, I think, one, two, three, four. Four of them are white. So that means that is 0.59. So which is the number? Because 59 of these squares are colored. So that would be 0.59. So which is the number that is less than 0.59? Can you hear me? Okay, so 7.3, which sign makes the statement true? 7.3 is greater than or less than 7.7, which is the correct option. Yes, 7.3 is less than 7.9, 7.7. The correct option is less than. Which decimal is greater than the one shown in the diagram? So, which is the correct option? The one that is shown in the figure is zero point 0.2, right? But no one is greater here than zero point 0.2. What's wrong with the. It must be less, not greater, right? Which decimal is greater than the one shown in the figure? The one that is shown in the figure is zero point 0.5, right? So the one that is greater than zero point 0.5 is greater than zero point 0.5 is 0.52 is the greater. 0.48 is less than zero point 0.5. It must be 0.52. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Which sign makes the statement true? 7.4 and 8.2, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 7.4 is less than 8.2. The correct option is less. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we're working on is decimals, and the lessons we have covered today are the lessons we have covered today are decimal convert between standard and expanded form, equivalent decimals, round decimals, and compare decimal numbers, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with a lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Are you listening to me when I'm explaining how I get this?